I now call Stuart McMillan to be followed by Richard Leonard. Up to 4 minutes, Mr McMillan.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. First, I'd like to refer members to my register of interests as a lifetime honorary member of Action on Asbestos. I want to congratulate Marie McNair for securing this important members' debate. And as Marie McNair highlighted, asbestos-related conditions, in this case mesothelioma, are still highly prevalent in society today. Now, mesothelioma is not only an awful condition which has no cure, but it also does not it's not a condition based on people solely working in our past traditional industries. As we have heard in this chamber, and this chamber certainly knows this because it's been spoken about many times before, asbestos is a product that was used in many buildings and constructions. And as such, it will existing buildings in the country today, as we've already heard regarding schools. And with that, I actually do want to echo Marie McNair's call regarding the programme going forward for public buildings. Crucially, however, if asbestos is not interfered with, then it's considered to not pose a threat to the public. But I do certainly agree with Marie McNair's call. I genuinely will never understand why asbestos was still used in buildings and constructions, when it was well known for decades that it was a dangerous product. I also will never understand why there was such a laissez-faire attitude from governments with regards to health and safety in society when it came to this particular product. As someone who has campaigned over many years to improve the care and support given to people who have been affected by asbestos-related diseases, I recognise the importance of making days such as Action Mesothelioma Day to remind us that there is still a lot more to be done in this area. And I consequently welcome the recent commitment from the Scottish Law Commission that it will, as part of its 11th programme of law reform, explore issues surrounding the current law of limitation where pleural plaques are concerned. Now, I had written to the SLC but also met with Lady Payton in this particular regard. I did this because I responded to the SLC's discussion paper on damages for personal injury published in February 2022, following correspondence from a constituent about this particular issue. And for context, the way that the law currently stands, people who have been negligently exposed to asbestos have 3 years from the date of becoming aware of the fact that they have developed pleural plaques to raise proceedings for damages. Now, given that pleural plaques is an asymptomatic condition, I agreed with the SLC's position in their discussion paper that it is unlikely that a person diagnosed with this condition could know that they have a right of action as per the Damages Asbestos-Related Conditions Scotland Act passed in 2009 in this Parliament. Now, further, it's highly unlikely that they would then know that if they do not exercise that right within 3 years, should they develop a serious and fatal symptomatic condition, such as mesothelioma later in life, they would not have any remedy because of that failure to act. So when my constituent got in contact to explain how this legislation actually prohibited their relative from making a claim for damages when they were later diagnosed with mesothelioma, as they were not aware of the 3-year time bar, I knew that I had to raise this particular issue with the SLC, who I knew were looking at similar issues. I'm glad the SLC have therefore confirmed that this will be looked at, because I believe it's grossly unfair to expect people diagnosed with pleural plaques to know that they only have a short time frame to raise proceedings, given not everyone goes on to develop a more serious health condition. Whilst it's known that fewer people are now being diagnosed with asbestos-related diseases thanks to improvements in health and safety for workers, but as ways of working in industries change, there will no doubt be new industrial diseases that arise in the future. And that's why law reform in this area remains important if we are to further improve working conditions for everyone across Scotland, irrespective of the job that they do. And with that, Presiding Officer, once again, I do want to thank Marie McNair for securing this hugely important debate on Action Mesothelioma Day. Thank you.